It's gonna be like all out of order and stuff. All jumbled up and I don't just mean like this video. This one might be the most concise one of all. I don't know regarding this topic. I don't know how to prop this up without the podium. Especially because like I'm trying so hard to just... Oh, I'm so pissed off. I'm sorry, not sorry. I got upset that you flirted with me. Dude, like, I got upset that you didn't communicate and could hardly communicate and didn't, I got upset that I'm like, I've never been a priority ever, and then you called me hon. But then like, but this keeps happening, that I think I can be real with you. Oh God, this hair, I cannot wait until I fix it. My gosh, and I was in a good mood for a few minutes too, even though I was like frustrated, but like I was just expressing myself. Like I thought you knew that about me enough that I just need to express myself. And then move on. And yeah, you're right. Most people aren't my friend anymore. Well, you haven't been my friend in my deepest and darkest and most difficult of times. And you haven't let me be your friend in your deepest and darkest and most difficult moments in time. And you know what? I'm beginning to understand why. Sort of, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm understanding why or not. But I did just spend some time with someone 12 years younger than I. And I think I maybe learned a thing or two about how and why I come across the way that I do so intensely when I actually do have my feelings hurt and whatever. Anyway, I've aged dramatically. I'm aging dramatically. Look at that. Can you see those? The bumpy ones? Most of them right here, I guess. Then there's like... Some of them are bumpy, some of them aren't. Some of them are like... My gosh, I'm starting to get pimples like every... And can't even talk to you about my legs. My legs are scarier than this 80s mullet. Listen, I'm sorry, and I didn't mean to upset you so much, but like, what the heck just happened? The heck is going on in your life? That got you so upset and that you need to go and apologize for like an hour or so of your energy and whatever else. I mean, maybe it's because now you're not going to be able to do something else that you were planning on doing because it really hurt your head so bad. But like, why is that how am I supposed to like, well, I'm sorry then. I mean, if you think you care so much and you think we're friends and have been and it's all good and real and stuff, like, I mean, just don't flirt with me, okay? No. I reserve the right at this point in time, after everything that's happened over all of our history and everything else, to be the one that gets to flirt with you, and that's it. And I don't want to anymore, especially now that I just want to like freaking hug you. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm so upset. It's like, I'm the one that had shit happen to me that was like way extra, that completely changed the course of my life, that now I'm moved and I don't get to finish the business that I need to get finished. And I'm not going to get paid for forever. And if I ever do, and I don't get to go and spend time with Zeke, and then I finally like have the capacity, and is it too much? Yes, it's too much, but like, Like, I'm so mad at you for proving the point that you're not grown up enough to, like... I mean, and friend-wise... I can't keep doing this. It's painful. You can't flirt with someone on and off for 25 years? The very first time that you flirted with me was at prom. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't think it was before that. That's why I was so pissed at you. Part of the reason why. And why I've continued to have, like... So, no, this isn't going to turn into one of those disgusting, pathetic 25, 30, 40, 50-year-old, like, relationship sagas. And the way I just saw you, like, you need hugs. You need hugs. You need hugs, like your mama just died. Please tell me that's not true. Please tell me that I did not just lose my shit. And your mama's like, I'll kill you. I mean, I won't, because I don't kill people, but... I'll feel sorry and apologize in certain ways if that's the case, but other than that, like, I'm mad at you and you're proving my point in the most negative of ways. But if that's the case, then... Ouch, please excuse the dragon in my belly. I mean, anything else. I mean, surely nothing bad happened. You know, maybe something could have, though, because you guys do have quite a bit of... God, my nose itches so bad. What does that mean? Okay. Means I'm freaking dehydrated and too salty and bitter. And I'm sorry, but I'm not as miserable as you. I mean, what? That reaction. And then why? Why do you need to apologize? What could possibly have happened? Because I don't think if it was just another hospital trip, because it's like, you guys are always having hospital trips. But maybe something's different now. I know you're working on hospice. I have tried to take everything that's going on in your life into consideration. But I was unhoused in the streets of Salt Lake City. And you have no idea. And I did not have this badass, funky, patchy, don't fuck with me kind of whatever the New York artist style. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but I'm in between cutting my hair and that's not the point. The point is, you need to listen to everything all over again in a calm space when you're super zen and stuff. Yeah. And you need to remember that I'm not super into the blame and shame game, and yeah, like I said some really intense things. But if you for any second, I mean, and I don't, I don't put up with people who say things that they don't mean. And I did mean it in that moment, sort of to some level, but not like, why is everybody else allowed to be like emotional and human and whatever? And I, and then I try, and then, yeah, and I do. I go overboard, talking, trying to explain in a moment that, and so, but like, what, were you like half an hour away from calling me? Like I don't, and even if you were, like, that's not fair. Like, that's not like a grown up, healthy way to handle a person who's just been through massive trauma. It's just like to tell me that I should have waited, and that why have I allowed myself to feel the way that I'm feeling. And like, I mean, it's adult, and it's been fucking us up for, ages, but like, it's, why would you do that to me? After everything we've been through and everything you know about me. Oh my God, if your mom is dead, I'm so sorry. Even making eye contact with the camera, like even the thought of making eye contact with you now is terrifying and excruciating. If your mom is not dead, I still want to smack you in the face. But I didn't mean to make you hurt. I can't. I don't know how to emotionally deal with everything that I've just gone through for the last. So I don't know how to emotionally deal with, you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to find a way. I'm going to take a quick break from trying to figure this out, and what's my part in like helping helping you not be so upset. God. It's like I'm devastated and shattered because of things that have happened to me. You have no idea, but like I'm working through it the best that I can every day, and I've had, a little moment to like, but it's like you took on all of the like so then you were devastated and shattered. Then you're all like worried about his feelings. Like, I mean, I don't know the context and what's going on, and maybe it's completely valid and justified, but like, I feel awful. I don't want to feel awful. I didn't share with you. I thought you could like just kind of, take a little. I thought we already established that joke part, where everything's your fault. It's all your fault. You're the only one who can fix it, and you're going to figure out how to fix it, and it's 100% on you, and it's all your fault. Like, what? If you don't listen to everything that I said, from knowing that I don't play the blame game, and that was the last conversation that we had, talking about everything being your fault, and then you apologizing to me a few weeks later, like, I'm sorry, I haven't figured out how to fix it. Like, and then yes, my feelings are hurt because then you flirted with me, which makes no sense to me. It's like, So, and if you knew everything, and I don't know what's going on in your life because you don't share. And now, but like, and you're proving, so, oh God, I feel like I'm going to puke. I've been feeling like I'm going to puke all day. Like all freaking day. Like, you know what it's like? Nausea in your stomach. But then you know when it's also like nausea in your throat. And then you know when it's like both. And then you know when it's like up here in this weird sort of like heavy, too much something in the air. Like, anyway, my head, I've had a migraine for I don't know how many days, but I know it's been at least a week and a half. And my stomach, and I'm trying to like function. Anyway, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like, I didn't. I don't know how to fix it. I've been ruining everything lately. Relationships, just expressing frustration and real emotions. Is it because I said I might block you? Because it's too stressful for me and emotional for me if you flirt with me after not talking to me for months? I didn't mean to make you upset, but like, I don't think that's unreasonable of me. Honestly. Even after 25 years of friendship or whatever this has been. If I can handle it, I can handle it. If I can't handle it, I can't handle it. And I mean, you clearly just struggled to handle what I dished out, and now like I just want to hug you and comfort you. I already expressed that like so the limerence is that, so maybe there was more limerence, like what just happened? I mean, honestly, I don't even know how to process what happened with my it's not funny at all, but street marriages, which I didn't. Those are weird, and we may or may not get a chance to talk about them because at the moment, like, you really took the maybe this is why I got so upset. I don't know. You really took the possibility of me like blocking you and never talking to you again. And then the things I said about, maybe your brother and sister won't get married and you won't even have nieces or nephews. And maybe by the time you've taken care of everyone and then get done, and then you're going to come to me and I'm going to be like, ouch. And ouch. Oh my gosh, I just farted so loud. See, I can't be a classy lady anymore. I'm not fit for public consumption. Being on the streets was horrible and a nightmare, and I didn't mean to hurt your feelings like that, but I also just I don't understand, and I guess need to, and I'm trying to be okay with it, but this is really like giving me massive flashbacks of when Doug died. Different but similar. And anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen, but like, if I can't tell you my fears and doubts and struggles and frustrations, and I mean, I know I said a lot of them all at once, Um, but you didn't talk to me for a couple of months, and you didn't even drive from one county to the next to like, you didn't even ask how I was doing until like towards the very end of, and when I was finally truly safe. I was accosted twice. I had things happen to me that were, and it could have been so much worse, and it is so much worse for so many people out there. And I'm stressed and upset, and I took it out on you a bit. I did. But I thought that we had established over all the years of our friendship, and especially the last conversation or the last few conversations, that like, that I can jokingly, I mean, yes, my feelings were seriously hurt, but I was jokingly blaming you. Yes, I'm frustrated because I'm realizing that everybody's families are always going to be more important to them than me. And that my own family, I don't even know. My sister has been offended in the past when I have said that my family doesn't feel like family, and it's just possible that that could happen again, but my idea and version of family, it's not something that comes just from brainwashing on the screen or something. And it's not something that, I mean, it's something that I've seen and felt glimpses of over the years, from moment to moment, and, you know, place to place that I've lived. And, you know, my gosh, I just can't keep getting sucked into these confusing, you know, situations and relationships and friendships or friendships, and, you know, and I'm sitting here telling you I'm upset with you and don't flirt with me because I'm still feeling like on the edge physically, and mentally I'm struggling to remember stuff and handle things, and I cannot believe it's still recording. This is just so strange. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm grateful, but it's just weird. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. The way that you were upset seems like something serious is going on, and Sam really like needed you, and you told him you were going to be there for him, and then you weren't, because all of a sudden you decided after months that you were going to actually listen to my voicemails or read my voice clips or read my run-on sentence texts that were like 400 years long. But still, even then, when I keep track of the time, but maybe something horrible has happened and he really, really needed you right then, and you are his older brother. But I'm telling you, I've been needing you. And you promised that you weren't gonna flake on me this time, and you promised that you were gonna help me be able to help the kids know that they're loved by me. And then you couldn't even manage your time or your medication or your sleep or your fears or anxieties or your schedule with your family and helping your mom or anything and everything else. You couldn't do it for 3 months. Technically 4, but I'm just saying 3 because I know that when you crash and need your sleep, you crash and need your sleep, but like, There's things you need to look at. Because the world is changing, and I'm not trying to upset you or hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to take you away from your family. It's just so weird. It's like you tell me that we're friends and you love me and you care about me. Then when I tell you I'm not feeling it, you get so emotional and upset and then say that you need to apologize to him. And I don't even need you. I mean, in a way, I need you to apologize to me because you dropped the ball so fantastically. But in another way, for you to actually believe that I'm blaming you or that my misery is making me so selfish that I would actually be I mean, come on. Are we not friends? Have we not been friends for all of these years? I mean, I'm doubting it, and I'm telling you that I'm doubting it through those texts, but and yeah, I'm afraid we're never going to see each other again because I don't ever want to be in Utah ever again, ever. And I've tried so hard, and I might end up there again. I don't know. But if you can't go from one county to the next or make a phone call in months or do any of that, then what am I? And then you'd flirt with me, say hun. Don't call me hun. Don't call me hun. I know nothing that's going on in your life. You were there for 6 hours of it, however long it was that you actually ended up staying. You know that the last guy friend that I had that I was friends with for 25 years just royally distorted the whatever and then whatever and whatever and whatever and made a big and then whatever and then I mean, come on. And everything that I shared with you before that, even. But I feel bad, but I'm not gonna feel bad. I refuse. I refuse to freaking feel responsible for the way you just handled my struggle, stress, and strain, especially considering all the years that you would over text and over email and over Facebook message anyone and everyone. I mean, that was 15, 20 years. That was okay, maybe just 10. That was a long time. Because you were at your breaking point and you were struggling. And I hung in there for you at least more than anyone, I mean, more than they told me that they did. And so, yeah, you can point out, if you said that to someone else, I mean, that's why other people don't stick around and be your friend. I know to a degree, but on the other hand, I'm sorry, not sorry. If y'all can't handle when I actually struggle and wonder whether I'm actually being cared for when I haven't been spoken to for months, and then all of a sudden I'm being flirted with, and you're a guy that has made it abundantly clear that that if circumstances were different each and every time, then then we would have been rolling around in the loft of the barn a lot more than anyone else in the neighborhood. If we had, a barn, a loft. And families didn't need us too much, or whatever. But I'm losing hope. I'm telling you that, and your response is, you should have waited. And that you don't blame me for blaming you, but I wasn't actually truly blaming you, but I was talking about cause and effect. And the connections between your lack of organization in your life and you giving your word and then not honoring it and following through, and then not even communicating with me during that whole time, which also, altered and affected the course of how it all played out. And then, I can be pretty brutal with my words, and maybe you're having a really rough day. And he is. And everyone is. I don't know what to do or how to keep these shorter so they can get to you faster, or I know the phone hurts you, the phone hurts me too. A lot. And I do everything I can to how is eye contact so difficult with a camera? Somebody make that make sense to me. It's stressful to look at me on the screen. I don't like it. Anyway, that's the whole thing. This is different, but then looking at the thing and knowing that I would be maybe looking then when you watch it, and then when and look, I'm trying to overcome generations of ignore your emotions and just get it done. And I really needed to do my laundry, So if I rushed things and overwhelmed you and now you have to apologize, then I apologize. But still, I know we don't know what we're doing with adulting. Yeah, maybe the things I said in retrospect, maybe that was too harsh, Even though I feel like a lot of it was kind of true-ish. Emotionally, it was valid in that moment or something. Look, I don't have a therapist right now, okay? It's not funny. I was told I was not funny. Okay. Listen. So I think it's hilarious. I think I'm funny. Okay, look, I'm a mess, okay? So you have begged me to forgive you so many times. I'm going to ask you to forgive me this time, even though I don't feel like I should be asking for forgiveness. I think this is a crock of crap, but at the same time, in that video, my God, all I can think about is giving you a fucking hug. All I can think about is and seeing what's going on and seeing if, Sam needs some words from me, which is very unlikely but I don't know because I'm assuming. And yeah, I went on an assumption tirade, ranty thing. And I hurt your feelings. And I hurt people's feelings now or something, or maybe I always did. I'm trying to figure it out. And, I've been through a lot and I just was on the streets. And so I know that sounds like I'm just kind of trying to justify my, hurting of your feelings or whatever, but like, I don't know what could possibly, but then I just think, well, limerence, so that's probably why. And then I do feel justified in my, because it's like, okay, well, now I know. Now I know that, like, even if you flirt with me, I can't, whatever, think about anything, or I have to push all those thoughts aside, because even though the idea of being with someone that has been as real as you have for 25 years is very appealing, even though you're blonde and everything. No offense to you, my dear, or anyone who's blonde. Okay, so it's just, not my, still mad, and I'm still sad, and I'm still hurt. I'm just like tempering it to say that I didn't mean to devastate you or whatever it was that just was. Like, I don't even know what that just was. My heart is hurting, for me, for once. I mean, I know this for once has been on and off, dragging on for a couple of years now. But if you think about the math and how old I am, the ratio really, like, it's still, it can't blame me. I wasn't blaming you. I am in a way, like, because it's frustrating to have your family always be first, when if you could just put me first, like, in a real way, like your words say, like how you are when we're in real life, if you could just do that in a real way, like once a year, once a quarter, once a severe, insane crisis, when I'm, telling you that everything's really pretty crazy and that I need you to come and visit me, and I'm joking that I blame you 100%, which you should know. You're gonna shit on me, I'm gonna shit on you. You should know that I was, gosh, just I keep thinking that we, like, overcome certain things, but then, and you're proving my point, but I'm stuck in your head, because your misery made my misery even more miseryness, because it wasn't as misery as you took me to be, or something. Perceptions, words, projections, and things, or something, Anyway, sorry for whatever it is that's going on that's stressing you out so bad. It's been so gloomy today, and I haven't been able to accomplish what I need to accomplish, but just being able to stand here and lean on this and stretch on it for a while has been good for my back, so that's good. But I need so much more than that, to recover from the entire summer. Okay, so So yeah, emotionally, I don't know how to process all of those emotions. I feel bad. I want to give you a hug, but I also like then I get kicked into defensive gear, and I'm like, I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna stay feeling bad. I'm not gonna. Uh, what I did was a lot, and too much, and um, whatever, but I'm not gonna be made to feel bad for after 25 years being frustrated that you would flirt with me after a few months of not talking to me after those 3 times that I was actually able to tell you somewhat sort of at least one of the times. Ouch, excuse me. What's gone on in the past. And I didn't mean any insult by it either, like saying all that stuff about how pampered and privileged and white you are. Like, I didn't mean insult. And I mean, I don't know, maybe you got a flash of one of the things I said about, like, don't think you can come running to me when you're like 50 and 60 and whatever, and nobody needs you anymore. And that I'm gonna just be okay, and that we're gonna have like notebook moments or whatever because the world is changing so much. And like, I wasn't meaning it or saying it in a mean way, or like I'm gonna withhold myself from you as a person or as a friend. I can't believe it's still recording. This is just so weird. With all the times that it's just so weird. But I wasn't saying I was gonna withhold. I'm saying if I cannot emotionally handle you not communicating with me for months, always putting your family as a priority, and then, which I don't blame you for, I'm not upset about. But if I can't handle then you flirting, all of a sudden out of the middle of nowhere, a month later after you telling me that I was so beautiful the last time you saw me, which I'm really getting tired of people telling me, because look, I suppose I'm attractive in certain ways, even when my hair refuses to cooperate in certain measures, but like, really tired of people telling me that they think that I'm so attractive and then disappearing on me for so long. And the world is changing, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen. And so I don't know if I'm ever going to see you again. And so I wasn't trying to be like, just, yeah, I'm struggling with bitterness. So I'm sorry if that was too intense or whatever, and I didn't mean to be like brutal or whatever, but like, I need to be able to say that, like, I'm human too, and my feelings get hurt too. And I've never gone off quite like that. And I'm starting to lose it more and more lately. I've gone off on people that, and I don't like that. I don't want to do that or be that way, but until I can heal enough from whatever that was that happened the end of 2016, like, which I'm working on the best that I can, but anyway, so Ho'oponopono. And please research limerence so that you can tell me how, and tell me how you really feel, And I'm sorry I got all over you for, you probably were feeling like comfortable and safe because of our last conversations, and I was very flirty. I feel like I can flirt with you, but I don't think that you can just randomly flirt with me after being gone for so long. And I do, you know, things do build up over time, and then all of a sudden I like, you know, so like if, oh my God, I don't understand how men say that that we're the emotional, sensitive ones. I don't get it. All of my experience, every single bit of it, practically for 42 years. I feel like I'm just on the edge, man. Losing my shit. And like, thank God I'm not going insane. Pretty sure. Not entirely positive, but I'm starting to lose my shit, and it's not good. So, okay?